He knows I know, and I know that he knows. Why can't we ever talk about anything, Dad? Why did you not take care of Jason? I still don't know if Mom knows. It's 2011, and I'm scrolling through my messages on Facebook. And I see a message from Jason Appah. Appah? That's my last name. By this time, Dad had joined Facebook, and he'd tell me, Alex, add all the Appahs to the Facebook. So many Appahs have added me. So I just figured this is one of my long-lost cousins writing to introduce themselves. I open the message, and I see, you don't know me, but I think we're related. Years ago, a Nigerian national went to the Oregon Institute of Technology and met my mother and produced me. Dad has another kid? Dad has another kid we don't know about? Dad has another kid in Oregon? Does Mom know about this? I write back, Dear Jason, we don't have any money. I don't know who knows what. My dad has never mentioned you. I don't want anything from you but to know you and your brother Charles. I look at his profile photo. He does look like us. So I accept his friend request. What's the worst that can happen? It's just Facebook. I've always had a love-hate relationship with my father. We have the same cheekbones, I have his gregariousness, and also his love of politics. When we were young, Dad was fun. He'd blast Harry Belafonte on the long commutes home from San Francisco. Dale, Dale. Dad never missed a single one of our basketball games. Shoot the hoop, shoot the hoop. But there was times when his moods would darken, and with every swig of Seagram's gin, I never knew if Fun Dad would come back. I never knew if Fun Dad would come back. I wondered, as I grew older, I wonder what his life was like before coming to America. I wonder what his life was like when he arrived at the Oregon Institute of Technology as an international student. I wonder what his life was like when my Nigerian dad met my Japanese mother and fell in love in San Francisco. Who were you, Dad? These are questions that have haunted me, and questions that I was too afraid to ask. These are questions that children of immigrants usually don't ask. Weeks after I accepted Jason's friend request, I'm talking to my brother Charles. Why are you so mad about this? Because Dad told me I am his Ada, and now I find out I'm a middle child. Dad lied to me. That's what you're mad about? No, but how could Dad just abandon another child? Does Mom even know? Charles is way more chill than I am, and he just said, what does it matter? It doesn't change who Dad was to us. But that just didn't sit right with me, and my anger just festered. By then, Fun Dad was long gone, and his love of gin had ruined our relationship. And that secret just sat there, and the chasm of our relationship just widened, unable to close. Fast forward a year, and it's 2 days before my wedding, and I'm excited and exhausted. I'm sitting in my childhood bedroom in California with my fiance, Brian. There is wedding shit everywhere, and I can't bear to do another thing, so I open my laptop and start scrolling through Facebook. I hear my father's footsteps coming to the door. Hello, Pumpkin. Hello, Brian. What are you doing? As he comes closer, he peers over my laptop, and I just happen to be commenting on Jason's new family photos. Jason and I had developed a relationship over the past year, commenting on each other's photos and bantering over our political beliefs. Who is that? My dad puts his hand in his pockets, and he leans in a little bit closer. I don't dare to breathe, and I just mutter, I don't know. Go to the next one. I scroll to the next photo, and it's a picture of Jason in his persimmon-colored button-down, smiling next to his beautiful wife and his 4 smiling children. Go to the next one. I keep scrolling, and he looks at these photos. He slowly stands up. He turns around and walks out. Shit! He knows I know, and I know that he knows. Why can't we ever talk about anything, Dad? Why did you not take care of Jason? I still don't know if Mom knows. But it's 2 days before my wedding, and I don't want any drama, and so I close my laptop. Fast forward a few years, and Jason messages me and tells me that he and his wife April are coming to DC, and we decide to meet for the first time over dinner. As Brian and I arrive to the restaurant early, and I just start getting so nervous. What if he doesn't show up? What if he's weird? What if he thinks I'm weird? What if we don't get along? But I see him approach the restaurant, and I stand up to greet him. And I try to break the ice and say, well, you look like your photo, so I guess I didn't get catfished. And with that, the ice is broken, and the rest of dinner goes smoothly. We talk about his children, we talk about my life here in DC, and as dessert comes to the table, I tell him, I've been so mad all these years that Dad didn't take care of you. Dad had his issues, but he was always there for us, and I'm really sorry that he wasn't there for you. I'm not mad. I understand. You see, your dad, my mom, who you know is white, was separated from a Hell's Angel KKK guy, Steve, who was also abusive. Your dad and my mom had a summer romance, and when Steve found out he was pregnant with me, he and his motorcycle buddies took Dad to the edge of town, beat him up, and said, "Nigger, don't ever come back." It was in that moment I realized I had it all wrong. I understood a little bit more about why he drank and why he insisted I was his Ada, which in Igbo means firstborn daughter. A few months later, my father died. We never had the conversation about Jason, but I no longer needed any answers for him. I understood that he was just a man with a past. And while you can't change the past, the Appah family future is bright. I'm an auntie to 2 new Appah babies. Jason and I have grown closer, and I actually found out that my mother knew about Jason, but they had never met. Last October, my mother and Jason met for the first time at the San Francisco airport. My mother invited Jason, his wife April, Brian, and I, all for a family trip to Japan. Over yakiniku barbecue, my mother turned to Jason and said, I don't know what would have happened if you showed up on my doorstep, but I'm proud of the man that you've become. Ernest is gone, but I consider you my son. Thank you.